Maya Cat, here to whisk you into a realm of wonder, wisdom, and cosmic revelations. Today, we're diving into a 3-year astrological forecast for Pisces, decoding the powerful energy of Saturn's transit into Aries from 2025 to 2028. Trust me, you won't want to miss this cosmic roadmap. And lucky for you, I've got my trusted cosmic co-pilot, Brian, here to help navigate the twists, turns, and karmic lessons along the way. So go ahead, grab your journal, your favorite mug of tea, or whatever sacred tool fuels your soul. It's time to tune in, tune up, and dive deep. Brian, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Maya. You always know how to spark curiosity. Let's uncover exactly how these astral alignments will shape our paths and why embracing change could lead to magic. Saturn, the Lord of Karma and the unbiased auditor of Earth, the stern boss of time itself, and the planet that stands for order, discipline, and limitations. Yeah, that guy. The one who doesn't care if you're late because your cat spilled water on your laptop. Saturn's all about rules, structure, and tough love. And guess what? On May 25th, 2025, Saturn is packing its briefcase and moving into Aries, the fiery sign known for charging headfirst into battle without checking if their pants are on fire. Saturn will hang around Aries with a short break until mid-April 2028. That's almost 3 years of cosmic accountability. Pisces, darling, Saturn just left your sign, and honey, you're still standing. All right, love, let's talk about Saturn, that cosmic drill sergeant who's been stomping through your sign since March 2023, like a heavy-booted life coach with zero tolerance for fantasy. Yes, it's been rough. Saturn in your sign, Pisces, is like putting your soul on a strict budget and demanding emotional discipline from the zodiac's most sensitive water sign. Ouch! For over 2 years, Saturn has been giving you extra weight to carry. More responsibility, more pressure, more moments where you had to take full ownership of your life. It stripped away masks, illusions, and all those cozy fantasies we sometimes wrap ourselves in like a dreamy blanket. One moment you thought everything was fine, the next you felt utterly alone, even if you were surrounded by people, because Saturn made you realize something deep. You are ultimately responsible for yourself, and that's not sad. It's empowering. He taught you how to stand tall without leaning on others, emotionally, financially, spiritually. He forced you to grow up even when your soul wanted to float. And trust us, we know. Because if there's one astrologer who's lived every second of this transit with you, it's me. I've got not just my sun in Pisces, but also Moon, Venus, and Mercury. Which means I've been right there with you, crying into my coffee, journaling at 3 a.m. and questioning literally everything. But here's the good news. Saturn finally leaves your sign on May 25th, 2025, although he'll come back for a brief encore in September before leaving for good in February 2026. So, yes, the hardest chapter is officially closing. Now, Saturn moves into your second house of money, resources, and material stability. And while that might not sound as dramatic as a spiritual awakening, honey, this is where real magic happens. Because now Saturn is helping you build something solid out of all that depth and sensitivity you already have. So get ready. Because Saturn in your second house is basically saying, all right, dreamer, let's make that vision pay the bills. First things first, money matters. Saturn wants you to stop pretending finances aren't important and start treating them like the grown-up version of yourself you're becoming. This isn't about getting rich quick. It's about learning to manage what you have, no matter how little or much that may be. Saturn will help you create systems, routines, and habits around money, like tracking expenses, saving consistently, and investing wisely. Even if you can only set aside a tiny amount each month toward a big goal, say a house, a business, or just a damn emergency fund, Saturn says start small, stay consistent, watch it grow. Also, Saturn wants you to know exactly where your money is, down to the last euro, which drawer, which wallet, which online account. Spoiler, if you don't know, Saturn's going to make you find out. Next up, financial responsibility. Saturn doesn't care if you've been living off social benefits, parental support, or a partner's income. This is the time to either step up and become independent or fully commit to the arrangement you're in. If you're transitioning out of someone else's support system, like post-maternity leave, expect new demands, new schedules, and new financial expectations. Also, Saturn hates fake luxury, like really hates it. So if you've been spending money just to impress people or keep up appearances, designer bags you can't afford, dinners you didn't want, vibes you faked, Saturn says cut it out, be real, be rational. That doesn't mean you can't invest in yourself, especially if it helps you reach your goals. Need a killer suit for that job interview? Buy it. Want to upgrade your look for your career? Go ahead. But do it intentionally. Do it purposefully. Oh, and speaking of purpose, health and fitness are under review too. Saturn in your second house means you are your greatest resource. So yeah, it's time to get your body in shape, not for vanity, but for strength. Think structure, regular workouts, meal planning, disciplined sleep. Saturn's an ascetic, so he prefers simplicity, clean food, minimal indulgence, and daily movement. No junk food, no late nights, no excuses. And finally, long-term planning. Saturn wants you thinking years ahead, whether that's savings, investments, or building a sustainable lifestyle. He rewards patience, consistency, and grit. So Pisces, welcome to your era of practical power. Yes, it's less mystical than the last few years. Yes, it's way more boring. But in 3 years, you'll look back and thank this version of yourself for finally taking control of what really matters, because Saturn doesn't reward dreams, he rewards action. And honey, you've got both.
And boom, another episode bites the dust. The universe is speaking, but only you can decide whether to listen. If you dug this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more stellar content, and share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, stay sharp, stay soulful, and keep glowing brighter than a supernova. Meow FF.